The Prime Minister, ma'am.
Do sit down.
Thank you. It's good to see you again. After quite a summer. I'm referring to your visit to India and Pakistan, where your comments about ending historic disagreements went over quite well. And the Commonwealth heads of the government meeting, I spoke to the Prime Minister of Malawi, who was saying how much he appreciated your tough stance on Nigeria. I meant to tell you at the time, but you were being monopolized, rather. I imagine these occasions are quite difficult, 24 heads of government, each clamoring for a private audience. Also, we haven't had a chance to speak since that week, and I wanted to offer my apologies.
Whatever for?
In case you felt manhandled or managed in any way?
Not at all. I don't think I should ever understand whatever happened that summer.
Circumstances were exceptional, ma'am, and in the end, you showed great personal strength, humility, and courage.
You're confusing humility with humiliation.
That's not true.
You didn't hear what they were saying at the mall that Friday.
I still believe history will say that it was a good week for you.
And even a better one for you, Mr. Blair.
But there are 52 weeks in a year, ma'am, and 2,500 in half a century. And when people come to assess your legacy, no one will remember those few days.
Really? You don't feel that what respect or affection that people once had for this institution has been diminished?
Not at all.
I gather some of your closest advisors were less fulsome in their support.
One or two. But as a leader, one has a different perspective. I could never have added my voice to that chorus.
You're very kind. Let's not forget the more pragmatic reason.
Which is?
That without me there to distract everyone, suddenly became embarrassingly clear how much unchecked power the Prime Minister actually has. If 50 years of doing my job has taught me anything, is that the people doing yours generally prefer me with all my faults to a more meddling president. Just look at the French. I do suppose we better get on with the business in hand. I do love this time of day. Shall we get on with our walk? Are the sunshine still left? I do hope you're a walker.
I am.
Good. The clocks go back next week, and then it'll be dark by 5. I always think that these walks, these meetings, stand a better chance of succeeding if the Prime Minister is a walker. As a matter of fact, is how I think best on my feet. I never was one to sit around endlessly. A good walk, fresh air, sorts everything out. 1 in 4, you said. Wanted to get rid of me.
For about half an hour. Then you went down to London and all that went away.
I've never been hated like that before.
No, that must have been difficult.
It was, very. Ever since Diana, the people want glamour and tears, the grand performance. And I'm not very good at that. I prefer to keep my feelings to myself. And foolishly, I believe that's what the people wanted from their queen. Not to make a fuss, nor to wear one's heart in one's sleeve. Duty first, self second. That's how I was brought up. That's all I ever known.
One forgets. You were so young when you became queen.